Well, hello! Welcome to our second lesson. We're going to be learning how to code a circle. That's right, it's going down. We are coding some circles today, 3 to be exact, and it's going to be sick. By the way, we're using P5 web editor to do this. So, how do we code a circle? Now, it's pretty easy, right? We just have to tell a computer, just like with line that we learned last time, we just got to say, hey, draw a circle. But we just got to tell it some interesting facts about that circle so it knows where to put the circle and how big that circle is. And as long as it knows where the circle should be put on the screen and how big the circle is, it's going to be good to go. Those two things are called the center, right? So where's the center of my circle? And how big a circle is called the diameter, right? That's the distance across. So as long as you just tell the computer, hey, draw a circle, here's the center, here's the distance across called the diameter, it'll know what to do. So that's really theoretical. So let's actually look at some circles right now. So here, I got some circles drawn. In fact, I'm going to make my screen half. I'm going to move this over here so we can all see my circles. Yeah. And these are the 3 circles that we're going to code today. All right. Pretty cool, right? Now, you have circle A, B, and C. A is our biggest, B is our second biggest, and C is right here. And I wrote out the information because it's kind of hard to tell on this grid what key facts are about it. But for circle A right here, this circle has a center at 100, 200. So if you go to 100 and down to 200, you'll see that's where the center of the circle is. And the diameter is 120 across. Now, how did I know it was 120 across? Well, each one of these boxes represents 20, right? So if I go like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. I had to count 6 boxes over. Each box is 20. So if each box is 20 and I count 6 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that means the diameter is 120. So each one of these boxes you can see has a distance of 20. So that's the key information about that. How do we actually code it? Well, if you once again go to background, click enter. Remember, we always code inside of our draw function, not outside. We're not coding over here. No, we're not doing that. We're coding inside of our draw function. And this is the command that we give the computer to draw a circle. It's something called ellipse. Now, I know that sounds fancy, but actually an ellipse is like a broader term for a circle. It actually encompasses circles and also ovals, okay? So ellipse, just think circle when you hear ellipse, or oval. Ellipse takes in 4 numbers, just like line. The first 2 numbers that it takes in are the center of it. So the center of this circle are 100 and 200. So we say 100, 200. Move this over a little bit. All right, and so that's the center. And the next thing we have to tell it is the diameter. So we do another comma and we do diameter. And you think that's it, but we actually have to add a 4th number. It'd work at 3, whatever. So we do 4 numbers. This is because a circle actually has 2 metrics. It has its length diameter and its height diameter. So if you want to be a perfect circle, you need the diameter for the width to be the same as the diameter for the height. So that was it. So remember, it's ellipse, which means circle. The center is the first 2 numbers, 100, 200. And then you just put the diameter 2 times. All right? So if we press play, you'll see that that circle shows up right here. That was it. Now, you might be saying to yourself right now, why do you have to put 120 twice? Why do we use diameter twice? Well, like I was saying, there's 2 different diameters here. There's the diameter going across. There's also this height one. And if you want to make an oval, let's say, right, you can actually just set the length a little bit smaller. So if I did 120, 20, let's see what happens. You see how now this width is still 120, but the height is only 20 now. So that's why if you want a perfect circle, you got to put the same number twice. That's the only confusing part. And honestly, you could actually take that out and it would still work. But I like doing it twice. So it takes 4 numbers. Remember, this is your center, this is your width diameter, and that's your height diameter. All right, let's do it again. So let's code our second one now. So the ellipse over here, this is circle B, and it's a center at 240, 200. So if you go to 240 for your X and 200 for your Y, that's where your center is. So let's do that, 240, 200. And now remember, we need the diameter. Now, once again, the diameter is 80. Why? Because you can count 4 boxes over. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Each box is worth 20. So that's a diameter of 80. So I'm going to put 80 and then 80. Remember, I just doubled that number. Width and height are exactly the same in the circle. We press play again, and we get that second circle right there. And now if we want to get the third circle, circle C, you'll notice that I didn't get the center and diameter, so let's do that together. So for the last one, we're going to do ellipse again. Okay, and we're going to give it 4 numbers. The center is at 340, and then the Y is at 200, so 340, 200. So that's our center, 340, 200. And the diameter is 1, 2. So it's 2 boxes. Remember, each box is 20, so that's 40. It goes from 320 to 360. It's 40. All right, so the diameter is 40, 40, and then 40. Press enter, and let's see if it worked. Boom. So see here, we have the same exact 2 circles. And that is it. So remember, let's just go over this one more time. I'm going to add some notes just to make sure that we're all aware of how to code a circle. Let's move this over so we're once again aware. To code a circle, what you need to do is draw a circle at 100, 200 with center. Hold on, let's put some note. With center 100, 200. So remember, the first 2 numbers are your center, and the next 2 numbers are your diameter, or your width and your height. And a diameter of 120. And that's it. That's all you got to do. That's how you draw a circle in P5. So that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. Great job today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, comment on my YouTube, sub, whatever they say. I'm like trying to be the P5 teacher, YouTuber now. But yeah, thanks for coming over here. End of story. Peace. I'm out.